Good morning, it's March 13th and it's currently minus 9 degrees Celsius outside. Inside the bus it is the same thing. And in Fahrenheit, what is that again? 16, 17, not bad. Still a little chilly. So as per usual, let me get the bus warmed up and I'll explain what I'm going to be doing shortly. I have a lot of stuff to unload. I have some flooring to get inside the bus and some scrap material for other side projects. So give me a minute and we'll get things going. Today we're going to be working on the windows. As you can see, I took the insulation out of the windows in the front area of the bus. Let's see if I can get it. Around here you can see a small, let me change hands. Around here you can see a small little reveal that goes all the way around the window. What I want to do is take a piece of plywood or wood, whatever this thickness happens to be, from my steel that I welded in place to that reveal. I want to put a piece of wood right on top of that. And then I'm going to take these things that I made. I took a 2x8, cut it in half. Not in half. I took a 2x8 and cut squares out of them, so they're 7.5 inches by 7.5 inches. Glued them together, and that's going to go here. After doing some measurements, I drew circles of 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, and 6 inch. And I determined that this is a 5.5 inch curve. So I went out and bought a 5.5 inch hole saw. So my plan is to drill a hole in the middle of that thing, measure the distance from my steel to that reveal on this side, at the top, and on that side. And I do the same thing here. So I'm going to have a 5.5 inch circle. Let's say this is 3/8 of an inch. From the bottom of that circle, I measure 3/8 down, cut it there. Same thing on the sides and the top. I will have to put some spray foam into the window first. I should do that right now. Then I will cut all these up and hope for the best. So I'll set you up so you can watch me do this big window first. I'll do the spray foam, let it dry, cure and dry. Then we'll work on the reveals together. See you soon. You know what? Let's get you to enjoy the fun of this as well. The spray foam I'm using, great stuff window and door. But first things first, I'm wanting to tape this here. So if any spray foam creeps up onto the window, it won't be that much of a problem. Sorry, gotta move you. How's that view? That view works. There we go. So now we just have to let this expand and dry, I'll trim it away, then we'll put in the wood pieces. So let's drill a hole or two, see how this works. Right about center-ish. Start off very slowly. You don't want the hole saw to jump, then hit your foot. There's actually a video on YouTube to where somebody actually did that to himself. By accident, of course, but make sure you have a good grip on this. I was going to use a drill press, but it's too cold. Oh crap, this will not be easy to do. I might have to use the drill press after all. Holy jeez, I can feel the drill wanting to break apart. Whoa, 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 whoa. Problem being, since I have this as 2 layers thick, that drill bit doesn't poke all the way through. But that one just did. We're stuck! There we go. Oh, so close. I'm through on one side of it, but not on the other. Ouch. Ouch. This is not a wise idea. I'm gonna have to find a different way to do this. Because I can see that it cracked here and it cracked here. Which isn't game-changing ending kind of thing, but once I get this done, I'll show you what it looks like. So what ended up happening is the old holes ended up in a slightly off cut here. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to get my jigsaw and saw that out. But that's brutal. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Use this to create a hole on one side. Drill that center point all the way through. Create part of a hole on the other side. Use the 1/4" bit to drill all the way through. Then have a long enough jigsaw bit and follow out. That might be my only plan. Let's find out. Let me get this out, and then we'll try another piece. Bear with me here. So let's try that again. And he destroys his drill. Okay, that's that. Okay, roughly center. Let me find my jigsaw and a long enough blade, and we'll cut this. Okay. The main reason I use the hole saw and cut holes on both sides, most blades aren't thick enough to go through 3 inches of material, so cutting this little groove on both sides, one side's going to be the guide, the other side's going to make sure the blade can go all the way through. If it can even cut through this much material. No, that's complete failure. Maybe if I have something with less teeth per inch. 10, 10, 10, 10. 10, 10, 10, 10. 32. Then of course it's only the little guys that have. And there's no way this is going to be. I might be stuck using the drill press. So for now, I'll put that aside. I'll clean this one up. We're close to getting ready for putting it around the window, by the looks of it. So I'll clean this up, then we'll trim around the window. So yeah, bear with me here. Ooh, I can't see what I'm aiming at. Something like that. Ooh, it's not ready for trimming. It's not ready for trimming. That's not good. Okay, gotta let that sit a little longer. Let's get you back down here. Can you see me? Yeah, somewhere. Okay, so now very carefully with the skill saw, I'm going to cut across that line. See if I can pull it off. My max depth doesn't go all the way through. This blade isn't big enough. I need a real plug-in skill saw. Bear with me while I go find one. way through either. You gotta be kidding me. Well, it has more power to deal with the wood, so. Yeah, that got messed up bad. Slice. Now I'm going to slice it here and see how they match up. As you can see, this is totally messed up. Hope you can see what I was just pointing at. This is all messed up. So we'll give it a slice down the middle. Maybe I can salvage these things. Who knows? So this, by all rights, misses horribly. Oh, that's because, yeah. Let's get you up here so you can see the foolish thing I just tried doing. I just tried comparing this to over here. I don't have enough material there. So, let's go over here. That works. This actually worked. I gotta get rid of this. Just tuck it in. Who cares? Just tuck it in. I could actually work with this. This can actually work. I have to clean up. Oh, let's get you a little lighter. In a minute. I have to clean up this little edge here. Make this all flat. Make this all flat. And then we'll work in one of these two corners. Good, now I don't have to yell. But yeah, here. Let me get you off the tripod so you can see what this is doing. Can't see what I'm aiming at. There we go. Man, you're dark today. There we go. So if I just trim this off, it'll sit right where I want it to. I'm not concerned about that gap there because I'll have this 3/4 inch coming up higher. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't even have to do any trimming in retrospect. That just goes into place like that and I'm laughing. I like it. So that's how I'm going to finish all of this. Give this a good sand when it's in place. I should still trim this off just... No, because it's at the right height. If I trim that off, then it's buggered. Yeah. 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 So let me work with the windows. I'll get all of these things cut up on the drill press, and then I'll put them all in place and you'll see the after effect. Or maybe you'll join me on doing it as well. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Because this just really took a lot out of me. Anywho, see you shortly. Unsurprisingly, it took 2 hours to cut the holes in those blocks. Earlier I mentioned I was going to measure the distance from the top and the bottom of the windows to the reveal and the sides to the reveal. I changed my mind. I'm just going to measure 3/8 away from the hole, use my miter saw at home, and cut right beside the hole that way. It'll still look really good. Hopefully. Anyway, I'm just going to call it a day. I'm just going to spray foam around the windows and probably do some cleanup because I got a pretty bad mess here. So until next time, catch you later. Today we're going to be working on the windows. As you can tell, I removed some of the insulation from the windows. We are supposed to be getting some nicer weather now, so I don't need the insulation in place. Wow, am I shaking!